best Mustang modifications. Hey guys, this is Phil with BLP3 Motors, and we're going to take a look at some of the best modifications that you can do for acceleration on your Mustang. And before we get started, make sure to take a look at the links in the description. I'm going to be highlighting a couple things here in the video, and if you want to take a look for yourself, I always suggest doing research. Click those links, see if that's right for you, but without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. Now, a couple quick things to think about. Power doesn't help unless you can actually put it down on the ground. That's just first off. When you have lighter wheels, you have less power that's lost while you're trying to turn them. Depending on how fast you want to be, think about the gear ratios in the car. Oh yeah, and do not forget to correct your speedometer when you change the gears in the car. A cold air intake with a tuner combo is going to make the car just breathe easier, and it's going to put more power in the car. Also, an aluminum drive shaft further reduces weight in your drivetrain. Alright guys, so let's take a look at tires and wheels. So acceleration basically starts with this, like I said earlier. I mean, you guys can have every mod in the world on your Mustang, but if you can't put that power down, it's not going to matter. And so these are a couple things that you're going to want to think about. You're going to want to think about, your tire size, your wheel size. You're going to want to think about the tread on the tire. Here's a rule of thumb. The better the tread, the more the tire can get on the ground, the better traction you're going to have. So next up is gears. The gears in your Mustang rear, so like just depending on the model, guys, often come geared pretty low, and they're not ideal for acceleration. So the low gear ratios were designed for like optimal fuel economy for like your daily driver. Mustangs in most cases, they have a very powerful engine, even from the factory actually, but are just very limited at the same time. So rear gears are one of the most obvious limiting factors that really drastically affect the acceleration. So by upgrading your gears, you can take full advantage of your engine by unleashing it through your rear axle on the road. So depending on your preference and what exactly you want to be using your Mustang for, there are a couple choices to look at when you look at gears. So one of the most popular gear setups on the road is a 3.73S, which offers great acceleration and decent fuel economy while still enabling your Mustang to reach higher speeds. The 410 gears, often used for drag racing, take more from your car's top speed for a greater boost in acceleration over the 373s. 410s will get you to the RPM band quicker than the 373s, but it takes a little more off the top of the overall speed. So if top speeds are concerned, the 373s should be your go-getter. But if you're looking for pure acceleration, the 410s might just probably be a better choice. So also remember this, guys. With greater acceleration comes a need for more traction. Okay, traction. So, I mean, if you're going to be messing with the gears in your car, I definitely always recommend having a experienced technician do that. All right, so the next modification we have is your upgrade, cold air intake, and your tune. So with the intake, it's kind of where it begins with the Mustang. So without the proper amount of air going into your engine, the combustion process isn't as efficient, and your motor will not produce the horsepower and torque it is capable of. So stock intake systems are designed for fuel economy, which is not the miles per miles. So it's got that in mind, and as well as noise reduction. So upgrading the intake is going to give you the noise that you want, and it's going to help the engine just breathe better. So with the tune here, the tuning, you can definitely have a custom tune. The acceleration can be increased, shifting gears. I mean, you guys know what a tuner does, but I recommend the Bama Performance tuner, and again, the link's in the description. But the tuner kind of just speaks for itself. I may do a video in particular highlighting different types of tuners, and if you guys want that, make sure to mention that in the comment section. But the aluminum drive shaft. So the stock drive shaft in the Mustang is steel, so it makes it heavy. Steel is heavy. An aluminum drive shaft will allow the engine's revolutions to rise faster and also reduce vibration. So although you will not technically gain any horsepower from the new drive shaft, you will considerably reduce drag. So there you go. So resulting in faster drag track times. Okay, revving faster and a smoother ride. So aluminum drive shaft, that's definitely what you want here. And Last but not least is reducing weight, okay? So particularly here, there are many ways to reduce weight in a Mustang in order to gain acceleration. While removing weight does not gain any power, it allows the engine to move less weight. So driver mod, lose like 100 pounds. So, I mean, if you are a Mustang owner and you are not fearful of being stuck with a flat tire, you can remove the spare tire and the jack components, and that will free it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, reducing weight, you can pull the seats out and whatnot, but I mean, I don't recommend that unless you're fully going to drag it. I mean, for me, I definitely want to daily drive the vehicle, and so, yeah, whatnot. But anyway, guys, there you have it. Again, thank you so much for watching. Those are a couple modifications that are going to be the best for acceleration for you, and kind of just right off the bat. If you've got any mods, or if there are any brands that you guys are wanting to take a look at, make sure to mention that in the comments section. If there are any companies, any sponsors, any people that want us to demo some of these products, make sure to message me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, or even here on YouTube. My email is also in my description, and also actually in my About section. I don't know if you guys ever visit those About sections, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Mustang people, you guys are awesome. You guys are a unique breed of humans. But anyway, love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.